Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to the Wrestle Plug podcast. I'm here to discuss Impact Wrestling from this week. I promised you guys on last week's State of Wrestling Address that we'd be covering a little bit more Impact Wrestling. So this is a little quick fire review. My apologies if the background's a bit shady as it goes because I'm using Zoom. I haven't got my green screen yet. I'm waiting on that bad boy. So until that comes in, bear with us graphically. But hopefully you enjoy the content nonetheless. So where do we start? Who shot John.E.Bravo? Oh, mama. What the hell happened at the end of Impact? So we've been building to John.E.Bravo and Rosemary getting their unholy wedding. I've got to say, this segment went off without a hitch. Now, obviously, last week we had Le Dinner Debonair for AEW Dynamite. People were controversially talking about the subject. Was it funny? Was it not? Was it too carny? Was it just entertainment? Was it silly? Was it not? I personally found it quite entertaining. I can understand why certain people wouldn't. I thought this segment was a lot better, though, to be honest. If you're going to do carny, crazy bollocks, this is how you do it. A real collection of riffraff, some of the best wrestlers in the world, some of the not so best wrestlers in the world. They're ringside for Rosemary and John.E.Bravo, and James Mitchell looking resplendent as he returned from the undead realm. I love James Mitchell, man. Talk about commitment. Doesn't matter how ridiculous, how over the top your character, your gimmick might be. If you sell it, if you own it, then you can smash it. And that's exactly what James Mitchell did. He was the glue for the entertainment of this segment. Him and Rosemary have great on-screen chemistry. That's obvious. They've been in the Undead Realm together before. Kayfabe, nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
All around me are familiar faces, worn out places.
There were a lot of moving parts to build into this. One thing Impact Wrestling doesn't get enough credit for is its storylines and its interlaced storylines as well. The way that there are so many different moving parts. For instance, the money that Falabar had stolen from Hernandez, Reno Scum being his heavies, being the best man, and now he's dead to John.E.Bravo, so to speak. That's what he says to him in the build up to this segment. Loads of different parts. Very much a who shot Mr. Burns, who shot JR, not that JR. And ultimately, I think it works. It really does. Lights flicker, gunshots are heard, lights come up. John.E.Bravo supposedly dead. We don't know. No! Tommy Dreamer, thank you very much for adding your excellent little touch of humour to this segment. Don't know who shot him. Probably not going to get a payoff until Hard to Kill, which would be an ironically named pay-per-view just for this segment. I'm sure that's not nearly a coincidence that I think it is. But I enjoyed this segment, and this obviously headlined a great Impact Wrestling. I love Rosemary. I think she's got a cheeky look. She's devilish in every sense. I think she just worked beautifully. I think John.E.Bravo's definitely coming through as a more comedic and fun character to get your chops around. I enjoyed this. I thought it was really good fun. All the moving parts. Swoggle being the ring bearer. Ty Valkyrie looking redonkulous in red. Beautiful. I love this. Thought it was great. Absolute swing and a massive home run for me. Congratulations, Impact Wrestling. I don't know why. I shouldn't have liked this, but I did. I did like it. Why did I like it? No idea, but I liked it. So whatever. Gets a big too dirty thumbs up from me. I appreciated it. Thought it was really funny. The rest of Impact was great. The show opened with Rich Swann versus Eric Young. Really appreciated that match. The fact that Rich Swann was able to go out there and wrestle barefoot in what appeared to be business clothes is quite astonishing, especially against Eric Young. By the way, Eric Young really massively underappreciated. I agree with him. If you can't find a place for someone of his quality on 3 hours of Raw, then frankly, you don't deserve to have a talent like that. And I'm glad Impact Wrestling have picked him up again. Something that Impact Wrestling has that a lot of the other companies don't is a plethora of good entertainers. Everybody's got great wrestlers. Not everybody's got great characters, great gimmicks, great entertainers, like I say. Eric Young being one of those. Superb mic worker. Love his voice as well. A grainy, gritty kind of voice. Him and Rich Swann make for the perfect hero and villain. I really enjoyed this rivalry. And obviously, Eric Young losing out once again in his immediate rematch courtesy of that beautiful Phoenix Splash from Rich Swann. So be interesting to see, you know, what wakes up down the line. There was some hints, possibly Moose versus Rich Swann later down the line. Willie Mack squaring up to him as well. Great to see Willie Mack being used. Great to see African-American wrestlers being used in a prominent position. I hear a lot of people making noise about how there's not enough African-American representation in wrestling. Well, look no further than Impact Wrestling, who have two very prominent African-American champions. One, obviously, kayfabe legit. One, kayfabe not so legit. You can't argue with what Moose has been doing. It's been phenomenal. It really has. So I appreciate it. Great show overall. Double XL, triple XL even. I should know. I like a triple XL myself. Oh, yeah. Actually, I'm talking about burgers. I like triple XL, actually. I think they're really good, particularly AC Romero, but these are two big Hoss units. Went over the Rascals. Rascals seem to be clocking up a lot of losses, which is a bit of a shame, but they still come out looking good. Would like to see more use of the Rascals, though, because they are legitimately fantastic. Those Treehouse segments are hilarious, man. I need more of those. I need that every week. I need that to be good stuff. That reminds me of Fashion File. That reminds me of Piper's Pit in a way. Not the same kind of content always, but the same premise of entertainment outside of the regular squared circle. I appreciate that. Love me some Desmond Xavier as well. One of the most shredded men walking. All beautiful young men, gorgeous young men of wrestling. Lovely. Appreciate me some Rascals. Got mad love and mad time for the Rascals. And a good show all in all. But the thing that really capped it off for me was this little beauty.
Give me your attention, baby.
Ethan Page slaps the living shit out of Luke Gallows. Outrageous. The North, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, the Good Brothers versus the North. Oh, suits you, sir. Oh, gonna have a little bit of Bullet Club, sir. Oh, Canada's best, sir. Oh, suits you, sir. Oh. How can you not like the North versus the Good Brothers? This is going to be Entertainment Central. And by the way, mocking Karate Man. Ethan Page's facials are incredible. I am now his biggest fan. He's so funny. I've always loved Ethan Page, but my God, his body of work in the last couple of years, not to mention his body himself, has just improved tenfold. He is really at the top of his game, and I believe genuinely a next level contender. Him and Josh Alexander could easily be heavyweight champions in this company, and I wouldn't bat an eyelid. Ethan Page's indignant look on his face was absolute gold. It was like Luke Gallows had shit in his coffee, and he was highly unappreciative as he slapped the taste out of the big man, and brawl ensues. Beautiful stuff. Loved it. Do you know what? I'm going to leave it there. I thought it was fantastic. Some cheeky little segments, some great stuff. Rohit Raju having it out with Jimmy Jacobs was absolutely phenomenal as well. All the little things that you don't expect or maybe you take for granted, they all hit so well. And let's not forget, Women's Tag Team Championships coming up. In 3 weeks, we start the journey to see who will be the first, once again, Impact Knockout Tag Team Champions. Jordan Grace and Alicia Edwards, a little bit of malfunction at the junction. By the way, Kiera Hogan, Tasha Steelz, more great African-American representation. Mwah, magnifique. I love those girls. They've got wicked charisma, and they don't compromise who they are as people when they represent themselves on this product. And I appreciate that more than I do anything else. That's the great thing about Impact. They don't compromise who they are. Hey, even Brian Myers and Tommy Dreamer was a bit of fun. I enjoyed it. And you know what's great? It's a 2-hour show, not 3 hours. I like Raw, but it's too long. I like SmackDown, but ultimately there are parts of it I'm not enjoying as much. I don't have to take Impact as seriously, and I just chill out. I enjoy Impact for what it is. It is entertainment. It is good wrestling. It has something for everybody, and people turn their nose up at it because of the distinctions of what went down with old school TNA. This is not TNA. This is Don Callis. This is Scott D'Amore. This is Impact Wrestling. This is a new venture. This is a different journey for TNA/Impact Wrestling. We're now just Impact Wrestling. Am I a huge fan of Josh Matthews? Not really. Am I a huge fan of Madison Rayne? Of course. She's fantastic. Shut up, Josh. Ultimately, I love this product. I think it's really good fun, and I'm going to endeavor to cover it every week on this YouTube channel. So please, if you like it, let us know. If you want me to talk about Impact Wrestling more, let me know. Leave a like, leave a comment. Make sure you subscribe to our channel if you haven't before. I guarantee there's a little bit of content for everybody here at the Wrestle Plug. I've been Aeron, and we'll catch you very soon for more content from the plug.